Hey everyone, and welcome to the weekly scopes from the 9th of October right up until the 16th of October. So we've got a full moon this week, so I'm going to go in depth as always into what this full moon means, and then I'm just going to go through all the days. So I'm just going to get right into it. So this month's full moon happens in the constellation of Pisces. So Pisces is all about our addictions, the things we keep hidden from ourselves, the psychic realms, the ways that we can just be a mystery to others and ourselves even. So this month's moon opposite the sun. Some of you may focus on finishing things, which can be quite hard to do because there's a lot of Neptune energy, which I'm going to talk about, and obviously the moon is in the constellation of Pisces at this time. The Pisces energy is going to make us emotionally instinctive, so a lot of you are going to be going with your gut feelings at this time, but also makes you easily hurt and sensitive to what people may say, and you may take this as criticism at this time. Also, you're going to have to watch out for being overly optimistic, although it's good to be optimistic and romanticize everything and idealize everything, but no, not everyone in the world is out for your best intentions at this time. So some of you may experience illuminating revelations either by your own exploration or from words or action of others. It's an excellent time to think about projects that need to be finished and plan to take steps to overcome any obstacles. Some people may let go of a relationship at this time, others may start or continue the work of dealing with any self-destructive habits or thought patterns that hold them back from being their authentic selves and living life on your own terms. Negatively, the full moon can make people act irrationally and quick to anger. There can be a lot of misunderstandings, physical violence at the very worst. There can also be tension between the conscious and subconscious minds. The conflict between what you know you should do, like reaching your goals, and the things that you want to do, like having fun and binge watching and all the rest of it, that procrastination in the many forms that we're all guilty of. And this conflict can lead to between the conscious and the subconscious, the things you want to do and the things you need to do can lead to a fragile psychological state at this time. There can be an increase in bougie, showing off behaviour, overconfidence and enthusiasm, which leads to doing things in excess, such as excessive spending, socialising, eating, drinking or drug taking, porn watching and things like that. All is good in moderation, and I'm not the karma piece. You have to do what you have to do, but doing things to excess never works out, whether this be seemingly good things like, I don't know, eating healthily. Good to eat healthily, but if you do that to the extreme, you're going to miss out on some of the good things in life. So causing you and others to crash and burn at a later date if you just focus on just doing anything to the extreme. This can have unexpected consequences, especially if you react impulsively. So be cautious with everything you do right now, especially with all forms of speculation and financial investments. In ancient times, the full moon was said to cause digestive issues. So it's back in those times, people used to watch what they eat and drink, and also just be careful of the information and the people you spend time with, because this can cause draining of energy as well. Some of you may experience troubles with children or handling your own inner child, who may demand special attention or be emotionally difficult at this time. So if you've been neglecting the needs of your inner child, what needs to be listening to and healing of your emotional wounds, and the things that we numb ourselves with when we're taking drugs or distracting ourselves. So some of you may find it difficulty to escape life in the ways that you are used to doing at the time of the October full moon. Also, earth and mutable energy are strong on the 9th of October, so there's an opportunity to be loyal, practical and grounded if you want to take it. The earth energy, lots of planets in earth, is giving that stabilizing force, allowing those who use mind over matter, who are able to just go through, not sort your emotions out, but just put them to one side and focus and have special time for doing the things you need to do, and special time to focus on your emotions. So if you're able to find the right time and plan your life and do a strategic plan, you'll be able in the long run and keep working towards their goals daily to bring the best life possible for yourself into reality, because things don't happen overnight. You will get there with determination and self-discipline, but the influence of the mutable element can make people quick to change their minds, which can add to disappointments in relationships and a lack of follow through. Some of you will get lots of ideas and you just be like, yeah, I want to try everything, which will mess with that grounding earth energy. So yes, have fun, have those ideas, but no, to bring any of these ideas you may have at this time, you will have to take practical action. But mutable energy gives you the opportunity to thrive and change and to be flexible, especially when dealing with different opinions, so you can form a synthesis, bringing opposing beliefs and people together, a chance to create harmony environments and within yourself and others, by instead of saying, you know, this is totally different or that person's totally different from me, seeing how things are interrelated and connecting. Also, the Pisces energy allows for using your gut feelings, intuition to reflect on past or current situations, to gather the truth from experience and the steps needed to resolve conflicts or overcoming challenges. At the time of the new moon, the moon also opposes Venus and makes a sextile to Saturn, so supporting emotional sensitivity, especially in intimate relationships. These energies support conflict resolution in social work and home environments. So there's been things you've been putting off saying, or if any arguments come up, if you tap into this energy or just decide to hear everybody else, then you can, you know, everybody can find a compromise, and if not agree to disagree. But with these energies, there can be a tendency to overindulge, as I said before, and so you have to watch out for that. And the fact that the earth energy is strongest at the time of the October full moon, this confirms that those with strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Venus, Saturn, 2nd, 6th and 10th house energy or aspects in their birth charts will be more susceptible to overindulging and doing things to excess at this time. The moon's sextile to Saturn can make people feel distant from others, preferring to spend time in solitude and quiet reflection or problem-solving mode, seeking guidance from those who have wisdom from their learning from their past experiences, or may be older or have authority. You may be looking to start a business. You may go to someone who has their own business to get some ideas on the best ways forward. Seeking out the right advice can bring good results or resolutions in the long run. Mercury also opposes Jupiter and Neptune at this time, so this energy makes it suitable for decision making, but with Neptune influences here and Mercury's opposing Jupiter as well, so both of these aspects can make people lazy, especially in thought process needed to follow through on ideas. So like I said earlier, people may get an idea and instead of thinking I need to plan, they may just go ahead and forgetting the planning stages. What 9 times out of 10 in the long run allows things to either go slower or crash and burn at a later date. So planning is the key. People can make promises that they fail to keep and say one thing and mean the other, blowing things out of proportion and causing unnecessary tension. Lack of clear thinking can lead to misreading people or misinterpreting things and unrealistic ideas, so it's best to double check details and ask for a second opinion from someone trustworthy or with expertise if you feel unable to think and react clearly on the 9th of October. Also at the time of the new moon, there's an ongoing conjunction that the sun's making with Venus, and it's starting to approach its strongest union. It's not going to be exact until the 16th of October, something like that, but the starting of this conjunction allows for an abundance of love and affection that can be used to forgive other people's faults and even your own and get through the hard times. with the cost of living crisis in the UK, and there's a lot of global unrest. This energy can just provide that grounding support to be like, times are tough, but I'm going to get through it. Spending time with others in beautiful surroundings or creating an environment of peace can help you find emotional and psychological stability. Some of you may find love with yourself or another, or deepen your commitment within existing intimate relationships. This is a chance to appreciate the simple things in life, such as nature, the birds singing, and the autumn winds blowing the leaves off the trees, preparing for that new growth of spring. In that same manner, that vein, you can let go of the things that no longer serve you in your life and prepare to start working towards your new goals. So when it's summer next year, can harvest and reap the rewards of your previous 9 months actions. So if you start from now, and then summer lasts until around the 21st of September. So you start planting them seeds now for new growth. The Sun's conjunction to Venus lasts until the 1st of November and supports all sorts of creative appreciation and execution. So you've got about a solid month to tap into that positive, uplifting energy that allows you to rethink it in the values and the things that you want to achieve out of your life. The Sun conjunct Venus energy is also an excellent vibration for forms of content creators to start or continue long-term projects. Mars is trine to Saturn and the Sun at this time, so two powerful trines involving Mars, Saturn, and Sun energy gives you the willpower and stamina to work for long periods at even the most boring of tasks, giving the courage and discipline to do what needs to be done despite your emotions and distractions, and, as I mentioned earlier, the human tendency to procrastinate. If you want to make bold changes in your life, now is the time to start. Venus also makes a trine to Mars and Jupiter at the time of the full moon, so there's a lot of trine energy, a lot of beneficial energy, but trine energy only works if we tap into it. We have to actively use it. So yeah, all these trines support all forms of socializing, thrill-seeking, artistic expression and spontaneous actions, while thought out risk-taking can bring great rewards in the long run. Just remember, for most of you, these things are not going to come overnight, but if you're willing to work at it and readjusting as external factors or internal factors slow you down, making new plans and updating your plans, you will get to your end goals eventually. Jupiter's influence gives you a chance to make influential connections that can help you with your problems or career progression at this time. The ongoing square between Saturn and Uranus, which has been on and off all throughout the year, supports being brave and ending conformist thoughts and behaviours and thinking, hey, what do I really want out of my life? Breaking down and letting go of traditional and old ways of doing things to bring in a new way of life. And this is not saying forget tradition, because things like you must work hard and have discipline to achieve your goals never going to go out of fashion. But when people say, oh, you was born into this class and you'll always stay there, or this ain't for people like us, statements like that, they're outdated. If you're willing to work hard, you may not get the 10 billion you want, but you could get that million. So hey, keep on moving towards those goals. This energy of Saturn and Uranus square can make people speak their minds more, even those who are normally shy or unconfrontational. Rebellious behaviour can be increased as people do all they can to survive. So watch out for those who may lie to get what they want or what they feel they need to overcome their life obstacles, but may leave you with challenges because they may take money or other resources you need deceptively. So watch out for the scam texts that go around like, hey, text us to get £5,000 tax rebate and all of that. Watch out for those. Impulsivity can cause accidents, and random acts of violence or other actions can have long-lasting consequences or repercussions. Nevertheless, the Mars square to Neptune can weaken the will to resolve your problems, making some people turn to intoxicating substances or people to distract themselves from reality. However, Jupiter's conjunction with Neptune supports Mars' trine to the Sun, Venus and Saturn, showing that with strength and willpower you can stay focused on the practical execution of your goals and remove any obstacles you face in reaching them. If you are prepared to take the daily steps and practice to improve your innate talents and develop the skills necessary to make your dreams a reality, in that case you will reach them in time, as I said repeatedly. All forms of spiritual study or commitment are favoured under this influence. Pluto also makes a trine to Mercury, so this supports transformation and delving deep into your traumas so that you can heal them and understand them, manage them and move forward in your life. If you want to get to the bottom of anything this full moon, this Pluto trine Mercury energy support. This aspect gives the power to overcome all those oppositions, and we've got a lot of trines going on as well. So Mercury trine Pluto gives you the chance for sharp thinking and judgment, supporting critical analysis and the ability to persuade others. This is suitable energy for content creation, writing, public speaking, selling and marketing. At the time of this new moon, the Sun opposed the Moon. The Sun is in the 23rd degree of Virgo, and the tagline for this degree is "A lion tamer rushes fearlessly into the circus arena." So it kind of speaks for itself. So this basically gives the chance to tame and manage all aspects of your personality or any destructive situation that you're currently in or may get in, especially giving you the energy to deal with any self-destructive tendencies and any need for instant gratification and getting pleasure at all costs and overindulging in drink, drugs or alcohol or porn or anything else you're addicted to. This energy gives you the chance to just be like, I need to cut this out, and you're not going to break these habits overnight, but you can seek out help to do so. According to Dane Rudall, who was the great seed person, man and proficient astrology of the 20th century, explains the true aristocrat royalty is an individual who is in complete control of their spiritual, vital, physical and emotional energies at any given time, and this energy supports that, and this involves overcoming pride and self-mastery. This aspect clearly backs up that those who want to and are prepared to control their animal nature, impulsivity and procrastination tendencies and stay on the path of their lifelong personal development can eventually succeed with decisiveness, backbone, patience and persistence. So yeah, backbone in England, we say that just means someone who has resilience and will keep on going despite any obstacles that they face. So yeah, the moon is also in the 23rd degrees of Pisces, and the tagline for this is the materializing medium, given the science which supports that with courage and fortitude you can give substance to the ideas and ideals by taking practical action to make the subconscious conscious, giving the power to overcome obstacles and with personal weaknesses, to bring out your strengths and surrender the lower self, your animal nature, to give birth to your higher self and allow it to dominate. And to do this, you must let go of self-deception and discern. Think about who you permit to remain or who you invite into your life and what you allow yourself to believe in and do in this earthly realm, becoming aware of how you deceive yourself so that you can make plans to overcome these tendencies. Some of you may decide to take a path that transcends the death of your body, focusing on the long-term aims of the cosmos right now rather than the short-term aims of your present incarnation.